Hey guys, it's Maris. Welcome back to Harpies in the Trees, where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. So you guys seem to really like that book peeves video. Somebody brought up having possibly a video where it's kind of like the opposite. It's like all of the things that, we really love in horror and books. So I think I'm gonna definitely do that too. I'll make a post, probably not this week, but maybe next week. And you guys can share all of the things that you love that books do, that authors do. And I think that's gonna be super fun to go through. Today we're gonna be doing a book tag. Because I have to admit, I'm not done reading The Exorcist and the Blackstone Chronicles yet. Not because I'm not enjoying it, no. It's just because I haven't really been able to read. I've been having a lot of headaches lately. And as you know, reading with a headache, not fun, not conducive to enjoying reading at all. So I'm just kind of waiting for these headaches to pass. So I decided that I would do a book tag today. I saw typical books Lydia do today. I was catching up on some booktube videos. I've been pretty behind. So I was catching up and I saw that she did this, and I love Krampus. She mentioned a video I did last year, which was a little bit of a deep dive into who Krampus is. So if you're not too familiar with Krampus, or you want to know, maybe some cool, lesser known information about Krampus, you can check that video out. So if you haven't seen her video, definitely watch it. Elizabeth Sagewood also did one. So you definitely want to check them out. I think hearing all of the different answers is just, it's just pretty cool. It just has different, different perspectives, different things that we appreciate. But I have a question for you guys. Let me know down in the comments, which fictional character would you like to see battle Krampus? So let's begin. The man himself, which fictional character would best play the Christmas demon? I thought Pennywise. And the reason why I picked this very famous and well-known character is because both of them like to terrorize children. So, Pennywise would already be very familiar with that. They're also kind of pranksters and kind of silly. Even though they are horrifying and chaotic, they do have this kind of prankster kind of personality, can be kind of playful or whatever. So I think that Pennywise would be able to imitate Krampus very, very easily. I think he would be able to do a very good impersonation. Is that sleigh bells? Which fictional character deserves to be visited by Krampus? This is a coming-of-age story that features two young children who spend a summer together. And when they spend the summer together at I think it's at their aunt's house or something, this event happens that's very weird, and it involves a doll, which is why it's called Dolly. But Lenora, the girl character, is just really obnoxious. She's so obnoxious. She's so spoiled and selfish. So she would be a very good contender for one of the kids for Krampus. In Playing Children, we have a pretty big cast of just really naughty, mean, cruel children who really need someone to come and, show them what's what. They really do. They're awful. They're completely terrible. I mean, these kids are definitely intimidating, and this is when we really need Krampus. Bedtime stories. Which horror book best fits the Christmas season? So as you know, I don't read a lot of Christmas themed horror, but I always thought that A Christmas Carol was pretty terrifying. It has ghosts and all this existential kind of stuff, reflecting on who you were, and just seeing, being forced to look at your own reflection in a mirror in a way that, it had to be supernatural because you weren't going to pay attention any other way. That's pretty scary. But something that sort of has a similar vibe is A Taste for Monsters by Matthew J. Kirby. And the reason why I say this is sort of like a Christmas book is because It does focus in on the themes of Christmas, which we think of brotherly love and sharing and kindness, and choosing the families that we want to have when we don't have any family. We have a character who has a physical disability, like little Timmy, a little bit character in this book. He's so much more than his disability. We have a friendship that's forged. It's really, really beautiful. Not only do we have two characters who have suffered a lot of hardships and poverty and abuse and neglect and things like that. We have a serial killer who is on the loose, which you can probably guess who it is by this hat. It takes place in England, and it is Jack the Ripper. And he's sort of like this, kind of like satellite issue that's happening around the story. It's spooky, and it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. It was heartwarming and sad. Devilish gifts. What is one strange fictional item you'd like to receive from Krampus? A spanking. Because I think it would be funny. Like, can you imagine, like, he's gonna come and spank you, but you keep running away, so he has to chase you everywhere. This is like hilarious. Like, I would die from laughing, or from running so much.
Everyone's getting spanked but me. What?
Food, glorious food. My friend Karen says that all the time. She says, food, glorious food. What is one food, fictional or real, you'd like to eat for Christmas dinner? I was like, what is something that's kind of like, I don't know, weird and unusual that I don't really get to have that often, but I like. And it's ambrosia. It is ambrosia. You heard me right. Ambrosia. I liked this. It is, yeah, and yes, you're correct. It is the 1950s style, weird Frankenstein dessert that had no right being created. But I like it. I mean, it's, the way I've had it, it's Cool Whip with canned fruits, which makes sense because it's winter, right? Canned fruits, sometimes, shredded coconut, depending. Sometimes it's a pale green, sometimes it's not. I just love it. I think there's something fun and weird about it. I don't know, it's like an alien food. It's just, yeah, ambrosia. That's what I want. I want ambrosia. Home for Christmas. What is one dark and dangerous fictional location you'd like to visit for Christmas? This is a hard one, but I come back to Playing Children because most of this book is in the snow. It is, if you can imagine this foreboding, dark building in the middle of the woods. It looks like it's abandoned. It's freezing, it's cold, and then you get inside of this building. It's labyrinthian, it's serpentine. It has weird shit in it, like it has a crypt in the basement. It has a huge boiler room for like no reason. It has all of these stairs and hallways that seem to go on forever. There's tons of rooms. Some are locked, some are unlocked. Just this place just seems like my dream come true. Like I just want to wander its halls. It's not very Christmassy, but it is kind of like a winter doom. And this would be perfect for me. Location. Where would you like to travel with Krampus? And this is very easy because I know Krampus knows a way. I know that he knows all about it, and it is the underworld or hell or whatever you want to call it. That's where I want to go. I want him to take me there, and I want to hang out there. It just that sounds like the place that I would never be able to go as a mortal. How would I ever get access there? No idea. I would need some kind of horned goat man to take me there, and that sounds like the best time ever. Locking horns. What fictional character, good or evil, would you like to see battle Krampus? Well, I have two. I guess they're both a little nasty, but one's nastier than the other one, and the other one's kind of cute. And the first one is a spirit or a demon that's called Yuki Onna, and this is also known as yokai in Japan. And this demon is known as the Snow Woman. She often appears in snowstorms, and she kind of looks like she's just drifting with a snowstorm. She's very beautiful and very alluring and very elegant, which might draw the eye of certain people to come and want to get close to her. But you'd only be lunch because she feeds on human souls and she'll suck the soul from your body until your corpse is completely shrunken and frozen. And the other one's more cute. It is the Yule cat from Iceland. And the Yule cat is very special because not only is it a cat, it is a giant cat. And this cat goes from house to house, looking in your windows on Christmas Day. And it makes sure that you got some wool clothes for Christmas. And if you didn't, then the cat eats you up. But the reason why you would be eaten up is because obviously you did not take the time and plan and do all of the work to get the autumn wool made. So now you don't have shit for Christmas. You don't have any winter clothes for Christmas. So technically you are dead anyway. But can you imagine this large house-sized cat fighting a rat-sized Krampus? I'd like to see that. Number 9, spreading the fear. What book would Krampus give to Santa Claus? Krampus doesn't really hang out with Santa Claus. He hangs out with Saint Nicholas. And Saint Nicholas is a very pious pope. But I think that Krampus by now would know him so well, he would know what to get Saint Nicholas. And I think it would be John Milton's Paradise Lost. Like maybe just like, you know, every year he just gets them a new edition because they're always coming out with new editions of that. I think that's what he would do. And even though Saint Nicholas would probably be like,
oh, another one?
I think that's gonna tickle Krampus a lot. I think he's just gonna keep doing it. So those were my answers for this tag. If you want to do this tag, please do it. This is an open tag. This is a tag for all. The holidays are here. I am gonna try and decorate. I'm gonna try and decorate. I'm not really in a Christmassy mood, but I want to be. I want to be. So I'm gonna try and spruce it up, you know, literally, and see if I can get some cheer in here. Please like and comment below if you liked this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And other than that, please take care of yourselves, watch out for each other, and I will talk to you next time.